What is happening with Rafa Leao? That is the big question. The Euros are linked to Milan. Why? Because everybody is wondering, what the hell is Rafa Leao doing? What is he doing? He's been horrible in the first two games for Portugal. Horrible. Actually got 2 yellow cards, both at the same minute in the first half of both games, which means that he will be missing the third game for Portugal, although they're already qualified of the group stage, of course. And guys, he only played 45 minutes in the second game. He was subbed off at halftime. And so a lot of Milan fans, a lot of fans around the world who were waiting to see what Rafa was going to do in this European Cup. Guys, he was one of the young stars that everybody wanted to see. And at the end, we're not seeing nothing. It's the Rafa Leao of this Milan season. He doesn't seem to be into it. And to make everything worse, when they asked him about his future, the Portugal representative that was on stage with him said, "We are not fielding any questions about Rafa's future. We're concentrating on the Euro." Like, it would have taken 2 seconds for Rafa to say, "You know what? I'm concentrated on the Euro. I'm not responding." He seemed like a deer in headlights, like he didn't know what he's going to answer. And so we all know Saudi Arabia is pushing and knocking on Milan's door for Rafa Leao. There seems that there's a 100 million euro offer out there. Is it true? Is it not true? Is Milan considering it? Not considering it? Is Rafa Leao considering it? That's the other big question. Because if Rafa is considering leaving to go to Saudi Arabia, maybe his focus isn't on soccer right now because he is too young to go to Saudi Arabia. Let's be honest. If he goes there, it's all about the money. It's not because the championship is good, not because he's going to win trophies. It's all a load of crap. If he goes there, he's going only for the money, and that means he's not concentrating on winning something in Europe. And that's fine. If that's his choice, that's his choice. But then that means that Milan will have to consider selling him. And what is the right price for Rafa Leao? Obviously, my opinion, he is not worth the 175 on the release clause. And so if somebody offers you 125, 130, 100, my opinion, a bit too low. A bit more, because if he does decide to play, he's a hell of a player. We know he's a hell of a player. But the problem is between the 2 ears. He is not fully focused the entire season. And it seems like when he's on a downer, guys. It takes a lot to bring him back. Will Fonseca be able to do so? We know that Fonseca went to see him before the Euros to make sure that he was okay, to talk about Milan a bit. It seemed like everything was fine. And now there's more and more rumors that teams are starting to look at him. So what will happen with Rafa Leao? And at 120, at 130, does Milan decide to sell him and go for somebody a bit more consistent to rebuild this team? Maybe save Theo and Mania? I don't know, guys. That's a lot of questions. In my opinion, if somebody gives you on 120, 130, at this point, you have to say yes. Seeing what he's done the last couple of seasons, he is so inconsistent. So inconsistent. And I've defended Rafa so many times. But this Euro, I think it was his occasion to come out of Cristiano Ronaldo's shadow, if you want, that he had to show what he can do. Maybe playing with Ronaldo doesn't fit with his style of play. Maybe. But you know what? You see all the youngsters out there. You've seen the Yamals, the William Juniors, the Goulers, and everything else. And you think to yourself, Rafa, what are you doing? And so let me know what you think. Write in the comments, should Milan sell Rafa this summer? Have a great soccer day.